Hello and welcome to this episode where I'm going to the northern part of Stockholm, up in Solna, where I got an assignment to take photos of an office building. It's designed by Bau Architects, and today we're going to talk about camera settings. What aperture, shutter speed and ISO that I use when I take photos in different conditions. They sent me there about a year ago to take photos of the interior. And it's quite normal that the projects are finished. The exterior is not quite there yet. You know, the street and the pavements and the trees and everything is not quite there, and it's sort of like a construction site around it. So now, quite some time later, I'm going there to take the exterior shots. So now I'm going to use the 15mm lens from Laowa. It is a shift lens. There's no tilt in it, but I rarely use the tilt functionality anyway. Level, I will shift up, I will shift to the left to get one facade, something like that, and we'll shift to the right to get the other one. Okay. So I think it works with a 15mm lens. It looks like this. It's really wide and you can actually shift with it, so the image circle is really huge on this one. And it's quite sharp. I can't complain. So this is a nice composition with a big, I think it is that's an oak tree. Over here, it's still green. It's going to be yellow in just a couple of weeks. There are some leaves yellow. And the sun is coming around and we see the shadows from the window detailing. And a bike. Oh, perfect, a bike. I always want a bike. What I have left now is the evening shot, where we can see the light on the inside and beautiful light outside. I've been here afternoon and now midday, and then it's evening light situation left. And today we're going to talk about camera settings. Right now I have the 45mm Nikon tilt shift lens on, and I happen to know that it is at its sharpest around f8, f9, in the middle of the aperture setting, sort of, you know, in the middle it is the sharpest. So I choose that because it's the sharpest. I'm not looking for any effect. I want quite a lot of depth of field, no blurry things anywhere, no effects like that. I don't need the cars to be, you know, the light streaks or anything. I just want a clean image. And this camera, the Nikon D850, goes to ISO 64 as a native ISO. That's where it acts or performs its best. So I set it to ISO 64. And then I just set the shutter speed so the exposure gets correct. In this instance, it's 1/60th of a second. Seems to be a nice choice. And I set focus. And I take one photo. But then if I want an effect, if I want light streaks from the cars, or if I want blurry people, I need to set the shutter speed to maybe 1/8 of a second. Maybe I have to use an ND filter to block out a lot of light so that I can use 1/10 of a second. Or I have to increase the aperture a lot. So let's put it to 32 at maximum. Then we have 1/4 of a second. And the cars get a bit blurry. So if you want blurry, you just have to change the aperture to its maximum and set the shutter speed to 1/4 or 1/2 of a second, and then you can blend these images in Photoshop as well. You can take the cars from one exposure and then the much sharper house with f8 and 1/60th of a second, and then you can blend the house with the blurry cars. So thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye.